Hello, collective. Welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. How are you today? Happy New Year, everyone. Happy 2026, year of the Yang Fire Horse. So we're going to do a tiger reading today. Okay, the last animal of the day. The last animal in the 12 animal signs. So next time I do a tiger reading, you will be first, okay? So if you had to wait, I want to thank you for your patience. I do appreciate it. So we're going to start out with the tiger reading. Now the tiger energy is wood energy, okay? So I'll be talking a little bit about the influence of the fire and the wood. When we have the tiger wood energy, we're talking about a challenge, okay, for this type of energy, because the fire can and the destructive cycle can really hurt the wood, okay? So we have to really look and see what is the power that the tiger holds this year in the yearly influence. Now, this is just a general reading, okay? So take what resonates, leave the rest. You do have the 4 pillars of your natal chart: the year, the month, the day, and the hour. You also have a 10-year luck cycle. And when we look at each one of those, they have an element and an animal sign. So you may have tiger in more than one placement in your chart if I was to do your reading. So if you would like a detailed reading, then I would suggest emailing me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. I do have a special going on from now until February 28th, okay? Where you can get a reading for a discount and we can go over the entire year in detail for you, okay? All right. Oop, there we go. We've already got an energy flying out of the deck. Now, before we get started, I'm going to do a tarot reading. And I'm just going to ask your spirit guides, your angels, your deceased loved ones, and your ancestors to come in today. And what is it that you need to know for the year ahead? Very general reading, okay? So we can see if you have tiger in the yearly influence, then maybe this is for you, okay? So I'm using the Chinese tarot deck today. It's a new deck that I have purchased just for the Chinese New Year. And this is the author. They're very beautiful cards. I just love them. So we'll be using this energy today to do the reading for you here. We're going to see what is going on. Now, the first energy that has jumped out of the deck is the King of Staves, which is the King of Wands. So that's a King of Fire, right? That's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could be a woman. We don't have gender in tarot. But this is somebody who is a leader of some kind, an entrepreneur, a business owner, a CEO of a company. He's high ranking, as so is if it's a queen, okay? So these kings and queens have lived a lot of life. They have a lot of experience. And so we're going to see what is going on with our king or queen of wands here, or staves. Tell us more. What is this about? Eight of Swords. Okay. So this Eight of Swords is like this King of Staves is feeling restricted in some way. He's feeling stuck, tied up, and oppressed which is exactly what we see when we look at the 7 challenging stars of the Tiger energy this year. You know, this is external chaos. It is distraction, temptation, oppressor energy, disruptor energy. This is the kind of fighter energy that is exactly what shows up in the Chinese astrology chart for the Tiger. So again, tarot is right on with its assessment of what the energy of the flying stars for this year are. Okay, and it is a situation where we have here somebody who has some mental turmoil, stuckness, tied up, restricted in some way. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh, we have 2 kings here. The King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. All right, this could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. So we have 2 kings here, and in the middle there's some strife. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, definitely a shakeup happening with the Great Shah star. That is shakeups, and maybe these 2 kings are going to clean house. Okay. Now, remember, they could be 2 women that are cleaning house as well. I mean, when I say cleaning house, it's not using cleaning products. It's removing things that are not in alignment with, let's just say, your goals, wishes, and dreams. Oh, we got the King of Cups too. 3 kings here. All right. We got the King of Cups, the King of Coins, and the King of Staves. And they're all stuck or in some kind of a battle here, it looks like. All right. Let's see. Yeah, this could be that they're going through something. Like, we're talking about the Tiger yearly influence, which is the network, your network. We're talking about, alignment with, your colleagues, your business, your desires, your drives. It does look like there's some kind of, situation that's going on in the external environment that is creating some kind of a restrictive oppressor energy. Tell us more about what these kings are doing about this. Tell us more about what these kings are doing about this. Confucius. Judgment is being called. So judgment is being called. Confucius, a higher authority, is coming in and calling judgment. And that's a major arcana. Our first one. Okay. So there's some kind of universal judgment being called on this situation. Maybe even moral standards. Okay, definitely. With the flying chast star. It's a flying chast star. It's all about moral standards in this particular industry of some kind. Or external environment. tell us more about the situation? A Magician energy and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Magician is also a major arcana. So we have a Magician that's coming in to Ten of Cups could be around a family situation, Ten of Cups, but it's also, all of those cups are filled with all of your desires and wishes, goals, and dreams. So the Magician is manifesting, calling judgment and manifesting on the situation to bring it back in alignment. How is he doing that? Well, definitely needs to strip away the ego when judgment is being called. Remember, ego is edging God out. And the Magician has a vision of the Ten of Cups, his wishes, goals, and desires. He's an alchemist. Could be a Gemini. Doesn't have to be. But he's somebody who creates lead into gold. And he has all the tools within him needed to manifest his deepest desires, wishes, and goals. So I feel like, he is strategizing with this energy. To get out of the stuck situation. And move towards goals, wishes, and dreams with high moral standards. Coming out of the restrictions. All right, tell us more. What else? Yeah, Nine of Coins is moving towards, Nine of Coins is more abundant, an abundant life. It could be somebody moving towards their independent status as a business owner. Maybe that's their goals, wishes, and dreams. But Nine of Coins is usually somebody who is very abundant in their energy. They have everything they need. And Nine of Coins with the Ten of Cups would have somebody in a very content position here. Very content position. After a time of, feeling stuck. So it does look like with your manifestation skills and the universe is helping you to create, Six of Cups energy. That's, nice emotional feelings about the past too. It could be somebody returning from the past to help you. It could be working with soulmate connections. Like these three kings could be working together in a family situation. We definitely could see that it could be family. Or in a business situation. And they're soulmate connections. And I feel like they trust each other. So they're bringing in a reuniting of some kind of a dream. Could be a family business as well. Yeah, so we have the Five of Coins here and Justice. So whatever happened up here with the restriction and being stuck, it does look like it created a lack situation. The Five of Coins is not having enough and feeling alone and out in the cold and financial lack. But justice is served on that. So it does look like everything's coming back into balance with justice energy. And justice is the major arcana, so it would be the universe balancing out the scales. Yeah, that could be, you know, that Five of Pentacles. Now, there's a star that the Tigers have this year called backpoking. It is about betrayal, gossiping, and jealousy, which does create Five of Pentacles. It would create a lot of lack in a situation. It does look like that this particular reading, the Tiger bounces back out of that just by strategizing with the Magician energy. So that's what I would highly recommend, is having a vision and creating a plan, and working with and co-creating with the universe to create your goals, wishes, and dreams as you're moving forward. Okay, and it does look like it brings everything back into balance at that point. So channel channel power and courage is what is important this year for you. Okay, what else? Tigers, what else? Yeah, they have a tough year ahead, but I feel like they're, you know, with some strategizing and letting go, not engaging in things that are you know, that are in a lack situation or going to keep you stuck or bound in some way. You'll come out okay. Yeah, there's a Seven of Swords. Again, I saw it it's come out in almost every reading. So, you know, we always have people who are lying or cheating or stealing in some way. Could be even computer hacking or something like that going on, which is creating that Five of Pentacles, Five of Coins situation. But it does look like they get caught. Justice is served, okay? Justice is served. Justice is right in the middle between the Five of Coins and the Seven of Swords, which would indicate that gets resolved. Yeah. The outcome, Six of Swords. So that means moving on to calmer waters. So the end result is everybody moves on to calmer waters, okay? It could even be a move away from that situation, a full, you know, a move of some kind as well. So there's your reading. I'm going to leave it with that. It does look like, you know, you basically are working with others at your level. Could be colleagues, could be family members, that you're all stuck in some way or restricted, or you can't move forward, you feel tied up, okay? But you look at things in a different way. Judgment is being called by the universe. Archangel Michael is blowing his horn of truth and clarity and allowing you to step forward with Magician energy so that you can have a vision and create something different towards your goals, wishes, and dreams. It looks like you do it with the Nine of Coins, okay? And once that is accomplished, it looks like there's a reuniting, maybe with soulmate connections, colleagues, friends, people in your external environment that are going through the same thing, and justice is served. And everybody moves on. Why? Because you're kind of teaching. The wood energy is a teacher, okay? It's a writer, teacher, you know, somebody who is an educator. So these people may be helping those who are in the same situation move forward into a better year ahead. Or that's your advice, okay, for Tigers? Okay? So I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope that was helpful. Again, if you want a private reading or more detail, personalized, then email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. And I do offer tarot readings 30, 45, and 60-minute readings if you want one of those. I do both, and we can see what's going on in your world for 2026. This is a general reading. Again, just take what resonates, take the gems, and leave the rest, okay? And we're going to move it forward for 2026. I want to wish everybody a very, very happy new year ahead. And I wish everybody much love and light. Namaste.